News after Thursday night's presidential debate between President Biden and former President Trump, 235 people have been hospitalized because of exhaustion. Coincidentally, they're all fact checkers. The Ten Commandments back in the news today. Louisiana schools being required to display them. Oklahoma requiring they be taught. And in New York, school kids are mailing copies of them to Donald Trump, saying, quote, he needs them more than we do. In sports, the top two players taken in the NBA draft are both from France. And when new Razorback basketball coach John Calipari was asked if that would affect his recruiting, he replied, and I quote, Mon Dieu, tu plaisant, mon ami, au revoir. And with more heat on the way in today's forecast, we urge each of you, if you do have to go outside, wear light clothing, use sunscreen, and stay hydrated. If you'd like to review those requirements, go to our Facebook page entitled, Duh. Good morning. Welcome to Saturday Morning Live, SML. I'm Craig O'Neill. This has been brought to you by Walnetto Arts and Entertainment, where imagination makes me think I was so cute during the dance number. Okay. First off, who's the first person showing up today? Let me check the comments. Maria Judy Swicegood, of course. She's always the first. Who else is here? First of all, she gave me three laughing emojis with tears, and I realized I slammed Donald Trump. All fairness, I need to slam President Biden. Wait, he already did that. That's pretty good. Okay. Who else is there? Lori Pluggy, good morning to you. Welcome. I embrace you all, even in this heat. Welcome to Saturday Morning Live. You're just in time for me to brag on this young lady right here. This young lady on stage at the Hendricks Theater in a production that they did this spring. I don't know exactly what the title of it was, but this was a very dramatic moment. And that actress is my granddaughter. She's about to be 20. My granddaughter. Going to be 20. I'm kidding. So old. How did this happen? I'm barely past 20 in my mind. She's going to be 20. Here's the thing. The reason I bring it up. She just got back 2 days ago from London, England. Get this, you all. As a part of a Hendricks Theater Study program. Didn't mean to hit the mic. As a part of a theater study program at Hendricks, they went to London, a group of students, for 10 days, writing and having their what they'd written performed by actors who were in England, which means a British accent, and several of them, especially with Bella, that's my granddaughter's name, with Bella's production, they had to use American accents, and they probably had no trouble, because apparently these English actors, that's one of the first things they learned is an American accent. Anyway, point being, Bella came back and yesterday regaled us for 90 minutes with a day-by-day description of what went on and the work she did and the people she met and the places she went. You all, she's 19, almost 20. You can imagine what an impact this must have had on this child. To have her eyes opened, her horizons broadened. And I want to show you the one picture. I'm going to show you one picture from the trip. And this is Bella with her friends, theater friends, after seeing a production. Yes, if you recognize him, that's James Corden. who had the Late Late Show on CBS for a number of years, posing with Bella, who's there on your, let's see, that would be, she's right there. She's on the end posing, and James Corden posing with them. He came out to see them after the show. It was a very serious role for him, and it wasn't a musical. He didn't do any carpool karaoke stuff. It was a serious role, but he came out and visited with them and had his picture made with them. How cool is that? And you just know that James Corden is showing that picture to his friends, saying, "You'll never guess who I met. Craig O'Neill's granddaughter." Count on it. Okay, I can. Imagination. What'd I tell you? What'd I tell you? Okay. One of today's, wait a minute, who else is here? Who else? Hold on. Let me see somebody else checking in. Herb Lair, ladies and gentlemen, is checking in. And he is on his iPad. He's watching. Now, Herb has his own podcast, and it's a wonderful podcast. It is My Happy Place, and it focuses primarily on struggles with Parkinson's, but nonetheless, he has special guests. I was on it. Dave Woodman was on it. And one of the people that was on his podcast now has a best-selling book because he was on Herb's podcast. Why can't we do that? You know how many views we've got on this show? And I can't believe it. As hard as I work on this show, look at all this equipment I've set up and stuff, and 300 people. You can, if we could just get this up to 1,000 views on YouTube, we would get $1.85. And that means my brother, who's in our bureau in Libby, Montana, would only owe $2,999.22.